Okay, we now welcome on recurring guests who've been on before. It is from Team Red Bull, Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Checo, and Max. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're at Miami for the F1 race this weekend. So let's start there. How good is the car right now?
I think it's pretty good. I mean, we've won the races.
You guys are winning a lot.
We've won so far all the races. So I think that's a great start. I mean, honestly, I think we didn't expect it to be that good. I mean, of course, we had a very strong car to the end of the year, but we really thought that starting this year, other people, would have been a bit closer. Especially, I think, in the race, the car is very, very strong. And that's, of course, where you score the points, right? But, I think we are all positively surprised with it.
Okay, so dumb question. We asked Christian this, like in America, if a team dominates too much, we always start the stupid storyline, are they bad for the sport? Because they're winning so much. Have you guys ever thought to maybe slow down a little bit just so that way the competition thinks they're closer than they are? Like being like, maybe in this race, I'll just hit the brake just a tiny bit just to make them think that they're close? Dumb question. I knew it sounded dumb when it came out.
The problem is if whoever sits in the lead, if you do that, then your teammate normally will get by. So I don't think
you guys
that will be the case. I think we will be really happy if we keep winning every single race.
Yeah, I guess now that we break it down, what we just asked you was like, have you ever considered being worse at your job?
Yeah, it's slower.
And that's probably not what goes through a Formula One driver's mind at any time.
Yes.
I saw your helmets. So you've got the custom paint design for this race this weekend. Does that make you faster?
I didn't make one. I forgot about it.
Oh, you didn't make one?
I missed out the boat, so I'm doing one for I think in 2-3 races time.
Is there a helmet that you've put on and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, yeah, this is a fast helmet?
I look at the car more than the helmet. And
that was another. Yeah, I mean, we like bet on teams based on their jerseys. So you'd have to understand, like when we see cool helmets, we're like, oh, they're not going to lose. Not even thinking about the car, just
like,
the helmets.
Yeah, we're like dogs. We see something and we're like, oh, that's cool.
All right, so the second year in Miami, how are American race fans? How has it like progressed from what you guys have seen? Obviously, Drive to Survive has been huge. But like rate us versus other race countries in the events.
I mean, I find it amazing how it has grown, you know, and the race weekends in the US are unique because they're so different to, let's say, to the standard format of Formula One. I love it. I enjoy it. There are a lot of fans, a lot of Latins, always in Miami, for example. And it's great to see how much they're getting into the sport and also the young generations. It's great that finally Formula One made it to the US.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, Max? I think it's always been quite busy at the track, right? But even getting back to your hotel now and just in general the travel to the track, you can see it's a lot busier and a lot more fans around. So definitely it has grown a lot in the last few years. I mean, compared to like 2015, and now it's a different world.
Yeah.
Of course, that first started in Austin, and now, of course, here in Miami, Vegas coming up later. So, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I enjoy anyway being in the US, so it's good that we have a few races here. I also, people say, is it not too much, to have 3 races or whatever? But the country is so big, it's almost like Europe, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's quite. I think it's quite normal.
Yeah, Texas is bigger than France.
Yeah. So and they're very different as well. Miami.
Right.
Austin, Vegas.
So speaking of that, when they unveil a new track, how long does it take you guys to learn the track on the simulator or like feel comfortable with the track? Because I'd imagine that's a lot of your job is like knowing exactly when you're pushing, when you're laying off, the turns and everything. How long is that process?
It depends a bit, right? Like, I mean, sometimes a different track gets to the calendar, which has been around for a while, but not in F1, for example. But I know the track from when I was a young kid playing already on a simulator or whatever.
Right.
But if it's a complete new track, which Miami last year, it just, it takes a few laps. I mean, first you go through an onboard or whatever of a previous simulator driver back at Red Bull. And he's been driving already to try and set up the car a bit for you. And it takes a few more laps than normal. But then again, also to judge like the grip levels and stuff, you have no idea, right? Until you actually get to the track. So it is always a bit more difficult than another track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We saw Daniel Ricciardo at the Met Gala last week. You guys see the pictures of him talking to Anne Hathaway, being a big-time celebrity. Did you guys get an invitation to the Met?
I wasn't invited. I don't know if Max was.
No.
Would you?
I'm not the kind of guy to go to these kind of events.
Yeah, so you wouldn't go if you were
Wow.
invited, Checo. Would you go?
I wouldn't go either.
Okay.
I'll prefer to go and play golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the golf game right now? How are you shooting? What's your scores?
Well, I played this morning and I had a pretty good run. But I only played 6 holes because I was in a rush.
Yeah.
Pretty much just got a buggy.
Okay.
The rest was on par, so it went really well.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much a scratch golfer then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right around there. Right around par. That's good. That's fun.
Yeah, but that was my best run.
You had a
in
hole
the
in one?
last. I wouldn't be here, mate, if I got one.
Have you ever had a hole in one?
No.
Oh, shit.
And I don't think I will ever get one.
What, Max?
Have you?
I haven't. I shot a
you?
I shot a 119 the other week, but I had 2 birdies.
Yeah.
Which is
That counts.
hard to do.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of. I'm really bad at golf.
Yeah.
190
Yeah,
with
I
2
mean, you
birdies.
guys are. I have no clue what you guys are talking
Yeah.
about.
Why don't you golf? You should golf.
It's-
Maybe.
What basically he says is that he's done 2 pole positions, but he has crashed pretty much. Okay, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. You had
That's
two
it.
of
It's a
the
good
fastest
start.
laps, and then every other lap
He
was
just
a
put it
complete
on the
crash.
wall.
My car caught on fire. Yeah.
Right.
Max, you own a lion. Do you own a lion? I read a story that
No,
you own a lion.
Well, we kind of adopted a lion
That's
last
owning a
year,
lion.
and to Mick.
Okay.
That was this kind of what's it? The Christmas kind of presents you have to give to other drivers, right?
You gave
and you
someone
can
a lion?
adopt a lion. No, well, you can adopt a lion, and then he didn't get the actual lion. I mean, the lion is still walking around in the wild.
We need to find this lion.
You're taking care of the.
It's
But you
better.
own it. But you own it. This
No, that's your
around
lion. Yeah, no, wait. So what other gifts did you get? Because that's a pretty cool gift.
Well,
to be
I
"Here's
gave
a
it away.
lion."
I gave it away.
Okay.
I gave it to Mick.
Okay.
So yeah,
And
So Mick owns a lion.
lion.
kind of.
Do you get to visit the lion if you wanted to? Could you go find it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
should
would
find
I
that
would
Yeah.
lion.
visit that lion.
Should be.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you give gifts to other racers? Is that what
Well,
you
that
do?
was like this Christmas kind of thing we do at the end of the year from F1.
Basically,
and
you are forced to.
Okay, so what did you guys get other people?
So I gave that to Mick, and I got an F1 cover with 3 times Charles in it. So
Okay.
Charles, of course, gifted that to me.
Wait, so you guys were basically playing Secret Santa, and you're
Yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
the
getting
word.
someone a lion.
Secret Santa.
Exactly.
That's the
That's
word.
a
That's it.
baller
That was
thing
what I
to
was
do.
looking for.
That's
What
it.
did you get?
I got sake from Yuki,
Okay,
and I gave some golf lessons to Albon.
okay, but not a lion.
That's a
Not a
that's a
lion.
mean gift to give somebody is golf
Golf
lessons.
lessons?
Yeah.
You just basically wanted to give me
That
golf
wasn't my
lessons,
idea, though.
So
If you
play
ever
with
get
you.
me, do not give that to me.
Yeah.
Do you guys get each other gifts?
Well,
It's okay. Me and Big Cat don't give each
Yeah,
other
no,
gifts.
that's fine. That's fine.
We kiss
That's fine.
every year on our birthdays.
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's it.
we haven't
yeah?
done we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
You guys haven't kissed each other?
I don't think that will happen.
Bad
ever.
teammates.
Not
Do you
yet.
guys want
Not
it?
yet.
Do you want it? Just,
No, we're good- we're
you
good
don't
for
want
now,
it.
we're
Sorry,
good,
that's
we're
fine.
good.
That's fine.
You do it now?
Well,
Would you do it now in front of the or you shy
God damn.
in front of the camera?
You're being
not
put-
really
it's-
bad.
yeah,
it's
you're
not
being
a,
put on
it's
the
not our
spot now.
birthday. We do it.
You gotta wait for
We'll
the
send
birthday.
you a video on our birthday.
Okay.
Of us
Of us
kissing,
kissing.
yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Ah,
our
it's fine.
birthdays-
I don't want to see it.
We're going a day
either, so-
apart. So,
Don't send
yeah.
the video.
We kiss at midnight because I'm January 30th. He's January 31st. So
All right.
It's like a passing of the torch. You understand? If you guys had birthdays next to each other, you'd probably kiss.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe.
So
maybe.
so the start of this season, obviously you guys been in the news a lot. You guys are both, racing. You're free to race, competing against each other. I thought maybe we should do a team building exercise. I Googled team building exercise. So I just Googled how to build a team together. And I have a couple exercises we can do if you guys are down. You ready?
All right.
All right. So
Go on
this is
your
just to learn about each other. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
From anyone?
Anyone. This is just to learn about each other. And you
Oh.
guys are going to walk out of this being like, I love you, man. I love you, man.
Just push the right pedal.
Okay, that's a good piece of advice.
That's a good advice.
That's a
What
good
about
advice.
Stay with 2 feet on the ground.
Okay.
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 What's the most profound experience that you guys have ever had?
This is team building.
It could be-
We got to let ourselves be vulnerable.
Could
here.
be anything. It could be
Yeah.
seeing the Northern Lights. It could be whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think the most we've been together it was in Austria, where I drove you for like
Yeah,
8 hours,
I didn't
and
want
you
to
were
drive.
sitting, and he was on on the side. I was driving the truck
Okay.
through the mountain and so on for
That
like.
was actually a good experience that
Look at
day. I
this.
mean, it
For
was a
you.
long. It was
For
a
you.
long day.
Yeah.
Like we had to wake up super early. For that, you
Super
remember?
early,
My
yeah.
God! But it was
Good
yeah,
team building.
It was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
This is good. You
Yeah.
remember these moments.
I almost
together.
broke the
I will
gearbox.
never
You remember
forget.
on the track?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
classic.
locked the wheel.
Yeah, like I remember one time when PFT threw up and I had to hold his hair back. Like,
Yeah,
that's team building.
that's how you build
That's
closeness.
That's how you
that's
build a team.
closeness. Yeah. All right. Next
So
one.
what did you learn from that experience?
What did we learn?
That I can't handle my milk.
Yeah.
I
and then I'll
thought, I
always
thought
be
to
there
cut
for
your
him.
hair.
Oh yeah.
So you don't need to hold his hair.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Also, yeah. Don't drink a gallon of milk and try to run. But that's a different story. How do you most like to be recognized or thanked for your contributions? So when you do something, how do you like people to be like, great job? How do you like that? Because maybe we can start doing it to each other, right?
Well,
Good
just
job.
just being yourself and honest.
Yeah, but like, so Checo wins. Checo, what would you like Max to say to you if you win a race?
You are amazing, Checo. You know, I mean, what you've
Chapo.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Chapo,
beautiful.
you've done it.
Okay, so Max, you win a race. What would you like Checo to say to you? This is good. I feel like we're making a breakthrough. I really do.
We're getting there, right?
Yeah, this is
No,
the
I
hard
think
stuff.
actually in the most Mexican way, you have to approach me.
Okay.
Just
Like,
I don't know, like with the accent, the full-on Mexican.
hey man.
Good win. Yeah, it's good.
High five.
Yeah,
And
I
then
like
we can't high five. We just keep missing each other.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's start high fiving each other.
Do you guys have a handshake that you do together, like a?
I
teammate
think it's just the normal.
When was the last
it's not
time
very
you guys
complicated.
high-fived?
Well, last week.
Yeah? Did you?
Yeah.
Did
Well-
you feel it though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
High five right now. Let's see it.
That
That was
good.
pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, all right. That felt good.
We're getting used to it. When you're always on the podium together.
Yeah, yeah.
You can practice a lot.
Yeah.
The next one here is I want you guys to tell each other what's one quality in each other that you appreciate. So Checo, what's your favorite thing about Max as a person?
He's a good loser, I'll say. Like
Oh, okay, all right, that's good. All right,
No, no,
okay,
I
we're
know,
going a
honestly,
little
like,
off the rails here.
when
Yep.
he, because no, wait, like when you have, he has a fame of a bad loser.
Yeah.
But honestly, whenever I beat him, he's like, he really like, well done, and it's not very normal in Formula One to have that sort of teammate.
That's
that
actually
he,
a good answer.
Okay,
He
yeah.
really comes and you've, well done, mate. Like,
Yeah, rooting for each other.
and
All
you
right.
can see that he feels it, and
Yeah.
that's, I appreciate that.
And
Yeah.
Max, you Checo, what's
Yes, I wanted to say just the family man Checo.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, people are always so focused, on their F1 career, and that's their only sole goal, to try and achieve. And it always feels like if you don't achieve not what you want in F1, your life is like over or whatever. It's you get these kind of like impressions, but I do like how Checo handles everything and how he sees F1 world, but also it's important to have good family life, and that's probably way more important than whatever you do in F1 anyway.
perspective?
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, this last one might be a little tricky, but we're going to give it a try, okay? Because I feel like we're getting somewhere. The last one that the team building, when I Googled it, it said, look into your teammates' eyes for 60 seconds without taking away the gaze. So you guys are going to look in each other's eyes.
For 60 seconds.
Yeah, I have the timer right here, and we'll just narrate, but you guys just stare at each other, okay?
And we are not allowed to.
No,
Kiss,
can't
no.
break.
Can't
No,
kiss
no, you
either.
can't kiss. You're right.
You're gonna want to. You're gonna want to
You're
kiss,
gonna
but you
wanna.
can't.
But yeah, all right, you ready to go? All right, look each other's eyes. Here we go. Time. All right, so they're looking at each other. This is good.
It does look good.
Do you feel like, your souls are
Yeah,
connecting?
I'm really feeling it.
Yeah, this is good.
Really.
Max, you
guy,
feeling
just
this?
Very intense.
Oh no!
Oh,
Checo, you looked away.
I
Sorry.
might have to restart. We may never get out of here. All right. Oh,
Max-
Max just kind of looked away a little too.
Max has really quick eyes. Did you see
Stay
that?
locked in. You got 40 more seconds, guys. This is, you feel it. I feel it.
Yeah, I feel the love in this room right
Yeah.
now.
I feel like you guys are finally connecting. Like, you haven't looked at each other's eyes. Ooh, a little sigh. That was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're starting to mirror each other's
Yeah.
body language too. You're nodding a little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say that you guys can kiss if you want to. That's fine.
That's
We're gonna-
fine.
Okay, all right. They're saying no. 20
They're
seconds.
such good teammates. They know, like, hey, I don't want to kiss you.
Yeah,
I
right.
also don't want to kiss.
Right. All right. This feels good.
This
you
is
just
beautiful.
look at each other. Yep. No laughing.
This is so good.
I feel the bond is getting stronger. We got they
Double
went
thumbs
thumbs
up.
up on each other. That was just to remind each other they're good. And time.
That was great.
How'd that feel?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I really felt it.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys feel closer?
Yeah.
We
Really
were
good.
already that close. It can't even get closer.
It
than
can't
that.
get any
No.
closer. It can always get closer,
No.
right?
We're gonna
No,
have
no.
we're gonna have to build. We're
It
gonna have
cannot
to.
get closer already. I mean,
We're gonna have to build
Jesus.
Christian Horner for all the things we've done for the Team Red Bull here.
Therapist.
Because this
yeah.
feels
Yeah,
like
this is,
you guys are.
it was a
what
great
was that
therapy.
like on Google? Like team building?
Yeah, it was literally the
101?
first thing. Yeah. I mean, it was trust falls too, but I don't really want to do a trust fall. But yeah, it was the most generic like icebreaker thing you do like in a corporate America, and we did
This.
it. Yeah, what we just
yeah?
did. Yeah, we did it, and I feel like you guys are as close as you ever been.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, serious F1 question. Do you think that Formula One is trying to nerf the Red Bull team? Are they trying to make you guys slower with the DRS stuff? Are they out to get you?
No. Well, no. I think so far it's been all right. I mean, thing is natural, when one team is ahead that people start looking into things. But for the moment, I think it's all right. I mean, we've had it before as well where, other teams have been dominating. And then at one point, of course, there are rule changes and things get upset a bit. But that's how Formula One goes,
Yeah. So Miami last year, there was a famous clip because we had one of the guys on the broadcast going around interviewing famous people. He was getting a bunch of them wrong because they were like American sports stars. Have you guys met anyone in America that you didn't know who it was, and then afterwards they're like, hey, that was someone pretty important?
Chuck Leclerc.
Okay.
You know Chuck?
Yeah. Charles Leclerc. Yeah. So you met him? Yeah, Chuck.
I didn't know who Chuck was. and then I found out it was Charles.
But have you guys met like any big time sports stars and stuff? Because it was very funny watching it when he would just go up. I think he walked past Patrick Mahomes or something.
Yeah, he went up to Paulo Banchero, the
Yeah.
basketball player, and said, "This is Patrick Mahomes."
Yeah, and it was like that couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah,
So has
that's
that
exactly.
happened to you guys now that you're getting bigger in America, where you've met someone?
I mean, at that time, especially on the grid, you see all these famous and all these cameras, but it's like you are just thinking about
You're
it.
focused,
It's
yeah.
like proper tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You don't look left or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think it's more or less same for any sport. Like if you are the one who has to play or drive or whatever, like you just pretty focus on what you have to do, especially when it's that crowded. I mean, it would be a bit like before you walk onto the pitch, right? If there are like fans just walking around,
pretty
much.
It's a bit weird. Of course, we grew up like that, but at one point when it gets so crowded, you're like, whatever.
Yeah, what's
just
going
do your
on?
thing. We are just busy and focus with our engineer to go through all the things before you even do the start, right? So you're pretty isolated in a way as well.
Who is your favorite American?
Ooh.
My favorite American.
Anyone in this room can be picked too. Anyone in this room?
Tough question.
Yeah, anyone in
There's
this room.
300 million of us.
Americans in this room? I'm looking around. Okay.
Favorite American? I don't know. I don't have a favorite.
Daniel Ricciardo.
He's an import. He's an import American.
I really felt like he really made it now to the
That's
the
a
US.
perfect answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was at the Met Gala. Yeah.
That's great. He does wish he was American.
Yeah,
He really,
I
does.
really think.
The howdy hats, all that stuff.
He
When
loves
he
it
arrived
all.
on a horse in the paddock.
So back to the start when all those fans are on the track and then they get off and then you're ready to start. How like the seconds before you start, is your mind completely blank? Like I have to just nail this start, and do you know right away like, oh, I missed that by a split second, or oh, that was an incredible start. I hit it.
You feel straight away if it's a good one or a bad one.
Really? Yeah.
As soon as you release like the clutch, it's either wheel spin or it just accelerates.
Right.
So I think last year was okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you had a good.
yeah, it was all right. I mean, I'd start P3, but also on a new track, like it's the first time you're gonna do a start into turn one. Like there are a lot of things you don't really know about as well. So yeah, it's a bit more exciting, I guess.
And then what about like if you guys, sometimes there'll be crashes, sometimes there'll be things that you think someone else is doing something dangerous to you or vice versa. After the race, do you ever go up and talk to those guys? And
You
be
didn't
like,
saw the last race, the last sprint race?
No. What happened?
You should watch it.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens after that? Do you go and talk to the guy?
Yeah.
It depends, of course, how bad, or if you really want to say something or question.
Yeah.
He had a word with one of the other drivers.
Okay.
After the race.
And is it like?
But it doesn't get like, because in NASCAR, like they properly
fist fight. Yeah.
They properly fight.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong sport.
Yeah.
Would you like to fight other drivers?
No. No, honestly, I'm joking.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna say that, it's gonna be all over the.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, sometimes
joking.
of course you see that in NASCAR, right? They're a bit more,
Yeah.
It's not allowed. I mean, even if you grab someone like that, you get already 2 days of homework.
Yeah.
I've done that already, so.
Yeah.
So they measure everything that happens on the track. They measure everything about the car. They measure everything about drivers' reaction time. There's so much that you have to look through. Is there ever, like, how do you sort what's important to pay attention to and what needs to be improved versus all the other numbers and data that's coming at you that doesn't really make a difference to you on a day-to-day basis?
You go on this one, Max.
Can you repeat that one?
It seems like they measure everything about, like, everything's tracked in every single race that you do. But that's like too much information for you to have to...
No, I think... Sorry, I got the question. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, we have so much information to look through with the engineers and so on. We have information about the gearbox, about the engine, about the tires, about the brakes. But at the end of the day, there is so much the driver can control. And I find it useful that you just focus on things that you can change or that you can influence. Mm-hmm. Because if you try to focus on so many things at the end of the day, it just becomes so much. And there are drivers that can have the more stuff than others. And it's just down to you to feel what you're able to filter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So off that, you guys are driving the car. You know the car better than the engineers. Are there times when you're like, hey, change this, and they say, no, we're not going to because we've planned this out? Like, who gets final say when it comes to the modifications of the car?
Well, I think if you really, really want to, then you put whatever you want on the car, but it's also a working relationship, right? So, I mean, if you really force sometimes things through, maybe your engineer is not entirely happy with the people around you. So it's also sometimes a bit of a 50-50 scenario where you have to find a compromise, right? Where sometimes they come up with something and you come up with something which might be a little bit different, and you're like, oh, should we go in the middle? Or so you just have to work together. That's why it's a team sport at the end of the day. And I mean, to just head first go into things and force things on the car is not always, I think, the right way to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have a really dumb question. This is maybe dumber than the other ones that we've asked.
Another one.
Yeah, I have another one.
We're really good at asking dumb questions.
Are you better at turning left or turning right?
Ooh, good question. Tough.
I mean, I think in the circuit you have turns where they come more natural to you than others. Because you look at the data, at the telemetry, and you say, oh, I'm looking good at turn 1, turn 2, but then I'm missing to max on turn 9. And you have to focus on turn 9. But normally it doesn't really matter if it's left or right.
Right.
Normally not. No. I mean, you do have a leading eye, which I do think has an influence on things. But I think it's more the shape of corners. It doesn't really matter if it's left or right. It's like just the speed or the angle, the degrees.
It's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Because they might track that. You might be just like slightly better at one direction because, like you said, the leading eye thing and also being right or left-handed might have like the tiniest bit. What does that mean though? A leading eye?
Well, I do feel. Well, I mean, you can see it, right? If you already put your hand in front of your eyes, like there is a bit of a difference. So you always see a bit better through one eye, and I feel like sometimes you can look around the corner a bit better if it's, for me, to the right than a left-hand corner. But it's more like with some kind of like reaction stuff, or when you're looking, you have to look straight, but then you have to touch bits on the left or the right. It can have a bit of an influence as well. Yeah, okay. Maybe in F1 it's not as big, but.
Okay, so last question. You guys have been great. It's great having you on. Good luck with the rest of the season. Can we get one last high five? I just want to see it one more time, just so people can see
how
it.
much it developed the team
like
building.
have we gotten better? So let's go high five. Oh, no.
It got worse.
Oh, it's failed.
You can tell you're
That
a golfer
trust-
because you didn't
It
connect
failed.
on a high
I think
five.
it didn't work.
Yeah, we got to end with look.
didn't
We got
work.
to end with a high five. Look, bam. See
that's
that?
good.
Come on, you guys high five. Let's see the trust. Yes.
Okay,
It
beautiful.
feels like we got something accomplished here. So thank you guys.
You
Best
gotta
of
tell
luck.
Christian.
Yes. Yeah. No, we're gonna bill him $2 billion for what we've done today. Yeah.
Not bad. That's a good start.
Yeah. Yes.
Good
yes.
luck. If you get $200, you've done a good job.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.